Hi friends, today I am going to discuss about how to use Google Classroom as an effective learning management system. It's a very simple and easy to use learning management system. When compared to Moodle and all, it is very easy to handle and at the same time with very few limitations. So now first of all, let us see how to set up a Google Classroom or how to create a Google Classroom. So first of all, you should search Google Classroom. So that this is the symbol of the mobile app of Google Classroom. And what is the difference in mobile app and the desktop version is that so you have to sign in using your Google account. So I got signed in. I already have an account in this Google Classroom. So if you want to create a new class, you can just click here on this plus button. You just click and two options, join class and create class. You press create class. So the window will come like this. You can put a tick mark here and press continue. So here you can get here the name of a class. So if you put the name of a class here, educational philosophy, I have given a name here and create, then it will create a class. So already I have created different classes here, and once the class is created, you can see like this. I have created this class educational technology. So there is a code for the class. Each class will have a separate code. You can share this code, send by WhatsApp at all to your students. So using that code, they can enter the class using that code. So just using their Google ID, Gmail ID and password, and with the code they can join the class. And here are four different pages or four different sections in this classroom. First one is stream. So in this area or in this page you can communicate with your class by sharing something. So here if you press, you can share something. So the class name is shown here. If it is for all students, or you can restrict the number of students to whom you can send some article, etc. So you can type the some instruction for the class, and you can add, you can share materials that are saved in your drive, or you can add a link, or you can share a file from your system or your mobile phone, or a YouTube link, or whatever it is. In different forms of content can be shared very easily. And the second page you can see the classwork. The classwork is for assessment. That's the most promising feature for us teachers, because there are so many platforms for online teaching, live classes, etc. But for assessment, it is a very difficult or least concerned area. Or here you can have the facility for student assessment. So you can press here create. So there are different options. Assignment is there, quiz assignment is there, a question can be shared, material, other activities are there, but the first three will help us in assessing our students in a scheduled manner. So then the third page regarding the teacher and students who are the participants in the class, that can be seen in the page 3. Now there are no students in the group as I have not invited any of them. And the fourth page is about grades. The grades of the students are reflected in page 4. So now let us see another class which I already have. Then you can identify how these things are going. So this is another class. So the class code you can see here, and under stream, the page stream, you can see I have shared different presentation, etc. for the whole class. You can see that, and under classwork you can see there are different classworks given for the students under different topics. Topic name can be seen there. Let's take one. This is a quiz given to the students. So there are total 20 students. Here it is shown that 18 are attempted to remaining. So just click on the question. You can see that the quiz like that. There will be a list of questions and options. We can use that thing, and if you want to see the response, also it is possible. And the people you can see the teacher as well as students. There are 20 students. They are automatically arranged alphabetically in the page. And the fourth page is on grading. There are various quizzes or assignments given for students. So you can see the marks. The only limitation here is you have to manually enter mark for against each student. That's the only limitation for this system. Whatever it is, it will automatically assign marks and give feedback to students. No intervention of teacher is there, but only thing you have to personally verify the answer submitted by each student and post their marks here. That's the only problem with this, or the limitation of this learning management system. So now let us see how to see a question, a quiz submitted by student. There is an edit button, so you can click that edit button, then it will open like this, questions and responses. Now you can see again the list of questions here, and at the same time, and at the responses it's shown that responses 20. So there are 20 responses, and here you will get full details of item wise responses, how each question were answered by all students as a group. You can get, as well as individual score you can get by clicking individual. So how many point each student get from this? Here the name of the student is here, marks is here 3 out of 5. So there are 1 to 20. So this is the mark of the first student. You can select and type here, or under the grades you can type the name of the student. You can select that student and you can enter the mark here. Similarly you can do for other student. For this getting second student, you can just move the you can move it up to 20. That's a very easy method for scoring. And for creating classwork, so how to create a classwork, that you can just it's also is very easy. You can I press the quiz, give a title for the quiz. So ECC quiz 10. So here a blank quiz is appeared. So you can give the name. You can change. Give a specific name. So it will be helpful for both for students and for you also. The specific title for your quiz you can distinguish between, or you can give the name of topic for quiz as well. So you can give some description here about the quiz. The first question naturally should be to type their name, as we have to assign marks for them. So it is essential to, and this item is essential. So we can also provide some answer key here. So here it is shown as required. So press that button. So the item will be as mandatory. Then press here for the second question. For the actual question, first the question was for name, and we press required so that a red star is here. So if you want to include all items mandatory, then it will shown with this. So you can type the next question, as well as there is you can provide options in different forms. You can provide multiple choice, or you can ask for short answer type, paragraph type, check boxes, drop down, linear scale, and different types of options can be given. And you can press here, and there is another option here. You can shuffle option order. If you have provide 4 options, by clicking here the options will be got shuffled, and you can select an answer key here. If you provide 1 2 3 4 options, and when I clicking there is a tick mark key for that the option number 1 was selected, and I gave 1 point for that also. And after that you can provide answer feedback. If it is an incorrect answer, you can give a feedback like check your answer. And for correct answer, you can give the correct feedback or something like that, and click on save here, and by that then press done. Again you can click for the another question, and that process will goes on. And after you completing all these, and you can, there is a settings button, you click there, and you can click here to limit one response, because students will have a chance to respond once his submission or his or her submission is wrong. There will be a tendency to submit again. So if you want to restrict the submission number of submission, you can put a tick here and press save here, and again this you can go back to your page, that assignment page. Here you can see the title. You can give some instructions here. The class is here, and the score. If you give 10 score, you can give that, and a due date you can give for the test, etc. And then put press here assign, and this test will be assigned to the students naturally. So that's all about the Google Classroom. And once the marks students return their responses, you can post it to the grades page. So that's the end of this presentation. Happy online learning. Thank you.